wrestling fans, and welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside Invincible E, Vincent.
Hey.
TNA review begins with 2 weeks from Sunday, No Surrender pay-per-view. And they're trying to build this up here, E, trying to give us a little bit more for our buck. Let's get started here with the action. First thing, Kurt Angle rolls out and calls out Crimson, saying, you called me out last week, I call you out this week. They come out, mix some words.
Yeah, basically, pretty much they traded the same barbs they traded last week. You don't respect me. I don't have to respect you. You don't respect me.
Crimson limps out, he tries to walk it off, and yeah, it's basically the same thing as last week. Back and forth, back and forth. We want a match, we're going to have a match here this week. We're going to have this match here today. Actually, that's when here comes Immortal, rolls out and says, you know what this is? Show some respect! Who do you think said that? Of course, that's Bully Ray.
Bully Ray.
Anyway, Bully Ray gets told by Kurt Angle, all respect to you guys, but I want you, especially you, Jeff Jarrett, not to interfere in my match, or you're going to have to deal with me. So there you go. This match is set. Seems like going to be a clear match, clean match. The high risk of the streak going away.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets here later in the show. After that, we had the little news here in the back. In the back office, Eric Bischoff, where we had Bischoff, Hogan, Flair, all talking about, we're going to talk to Sting.
Yeah. We're going to talk to Sting, basically to try and shut down this deal that Ric Flair set up last week.
What are you doing, Flair?
Where he's supposed to wrestle Sting, and if he says if he wins, then Sting gets to wrestle with Hulk Hogan.
You got no faith in me?
Hulk Hogan doesn't really want to wrestle anybody, so therefore, he wants to shut this thing down.
You telling me you got no faith in me? You don't think I can do it? Be honest with you, Flair, without being mean. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
That's it.
This is a new Sting, one that you haven't seen. He's crazy. He's like superhuman.
He left a couple of months ago, and in between that time, Sting has sort of changed.
So while you were gone, this guy took some sort of super serum.
Crazy pills or something.
And now he can't be stopped.
And he's got a gang of midgets for no reason.
He doesn't have the championship, but that's beyond the point. He can't be stopped. So, there we go. They're trying to set something up. They're going to talk to Sting. We're going to talk to Sting later on in the show. And I don't want you, Ric Flair, saying anything. Keep your mouth shut. That's the least you can do for me because you put me in this predicament. Please, keep your mouth shut. Anyway, following that, we had some information here on the ODB with Jackie and Velvet Sky?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Anyway, Velvet Sky and ODB are talking about a match they're going to have with Angelina Love and Rosita and Sarita. Tag team style. Man, well, before this match takes off, the pigeons are set free. Pigeons are flying. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the pigeons.
ODB is doing her best to not notice it because this was like a bone of contention with that you had with Velvet Sky at the very beginning. That sort of knockout was not to be allowed, etc. But she got her way through it.
It happened anyway. Yeah, it's supposed to be a family show? I don't think so. Anyway, this match gets interesting because you get to a point where you're like wondering, is she going to get double-crossed by these two ladies? I totally thought so. But no, they hold true to their word. Eric Bischoff, I hope you're watching. These ladies get Angelina Love in the suplex. Boom!
Double suplex. Drag Velvet Sky back over so she can get the cover because she was actually the legal person in the match.
Get the W! And therefore sets up something else. Drama in the back. Rosita, Sarita, and Angelina Love, which we'll talk about later on. After that, we had the Kid Cash versus Jesse Sorensen match. Division X. You know what you're getting with that, E. What happened with that?
Yeah, this was a good match. The Kid Cash got the early momentum. There was a whole lot of fast action. As per the X Division, this always happens. Kid Cash wound up getting away with the win after on a reversal rollout.
Cheater!
He hooked Jesse Sorensen's tights. Ref didn't see it, obviously, and 1, 2, 3, and he got the win.
A la Austin Aries, doing anything he can to get the W. Anyway, after the match, it was interesting because Kid Cash is going, you guys, shut up! To the fans. You are just a kid. You got nothing on me. I'll take it. It was like
all the smack.
A mini Papa Pump / AJ Styles, this guy was. Oh, well, you get it. And then here comes Jesse Sorensen. Well, I'll beat you, and I'm in your face, and then all of a sudden he gets slapped.
Yeah.
And hold me back, E! Hold me back!
Yeah. All of a sudden,
how dare you! How dare you!
Blocking the guy. And that's when he decides to go nuclear. Yeah, he's
should have done that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it actually would have mattered, but that's what you do.
What? Ever.
When you try to be a tough guy, it always helps when the security's holding
Doesn't
you
help
back.
being a babyface. Put a mask on.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that, we had a Bound for Glory match, which means we got to go over the Bound for Glory standings. Let's go over that first. Crimson at 50. What a surprise. After that, Bully Ray 42, Robert Roode 42, James Storm 40, Gunner 35. Devon, who's been injured and no longer able to participate in Bound for Glory tournament, is at 30. RVD 25, AJ Styles 24, Matt Morgan 24, you know his situation. Scott Steiner 21, Pope 17, and Samoa Joe minus a dime. Anyway, going into the match here, RVD versus Pope. No Jerry Lynn, by the way.
Thank goodness.
There we go, E. What happens in this match?
Yeah, this was a good match as well. RVD and Pope, tons of mutual respect on both sides. They go back and forth. The Pope is actually able to reverse a couple of RVD's trademark moves. He went for the Rolling Thunder. The Pope got his knees up, was able to block that once forward the Rolling Thunder, and once back reverse one. RVD actually wound up getting the win, however, when he put Pope into a submission hold, reverse washboard.
Absolutely. Gets him in that hold. Pope can't take it.
Yeah.
He gives up, and that's plus 10 for RVD. So RVD climbing his way, getting from 25 to 35.
Yeah.
He's poised there to try to make a run for it.
Yeah.
Imagine if Jerry Lynn was never there.
20 more points, which would put him in the lead, 55.
Man, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn, good thing he wasn't on the show here this week. Yeah. Anyway, that wasn't over here for the Pope, because after this, who comes out? Samoa Joe comes out and tries to take out the Pope's knee further.
Yeah.
Submission moves and all that.
Yeah.
What happens? Was it Devon Stein finally?
Yeah. Moving slowly like an iceberg towards the ring. Eventually, sooner or later, he got to where his kids were, and they're frantically screaming, "Go help us, Pope! Go
Sit down and shut up and give me that chair."
Which priorities are always good. So they give him the chair, and he wanders around up to the ring. And by that time, Samoa Joe is halfway to Connecticut. It's kind of a rescue, I guess.
Devon the Zombie finally gets into the ring with the chair, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
Pope might be out of competition as well. They might be weeding out the week here, picking off the lambs so they can have the big dogs here for the following week. After that, we had backstage drama. Pretty interesting here. We had the mystery booths that we're showing on and off here on the show. Also, Scott Steiner and Bully Ray talking about, I'm lifting weights. I'm lifting weights. It worked for you. It's not going to work for you. Anyway, how about AJ Styles? How about him? Oh, beer money sucks. Oh, beer money's washed up. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much all we got out of that one. So,
yeah, it was incoherent.
after that, just missing out on Kia there. After that, we had knockout drama, which was interesting because Sarita and Rosita go off on Angelina Love, saying, anyway, it goes to blows after that. What has to happen is Winter comes out, starts shedding some people.
Sarita and throws her across the ring. Apparently killed her because she didn't come back, and at which point Winter, screaming at the top of her lungs, starts beating the crap out of Rosita.
Remember, Rosita's the size of AJ,
Tiny.
so she probably went flying. Anyway, this order finally comes when Mexican America comes out, and finally there, make some order in the whole thing. But expect to see, this is going to be a great match. Angelina Love, Sarita, possibly at the pay-per-view. Man, that's gonna be awesome match. I expect to see some good things from that. After that, we had Eric Bischoff and Kazarian's wife getting a little dirty.
Yeah. Tracy Brooks came back in to talk to Eric Bischoff about
Knockout Law.
About the Knockout Law position. And they were supposed to go ahead and have some drinks, possibly some cocktails later. So,
cocktails.
Yeah. So,
3 cocktails.
And
whatever. It's
Bischoff,
family show they call it.
Yeah.
Nah. That's why we watch TNA, because it's not a family show.
Exactamundo.
Anyway, following that, 2 dinosaurs that mysteriously escaped this extinction come out in the form of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
You don't call them immortal.
Hey, Rick Fury, I'm immortal, damn it. We're gonna get Sting right now.
Actually.
Whatever. Anyway, they finally, after 2 hours, get their way into the ring and call out, saying, "Sting, come out now! I got your merch for you, brother.
Slightly younger dinosaur.
Anyway, yeah, the slightly younger dinosaur finally comes out and says, what do you got to say, Hogan? Hogan, brother, we got to bury the hatchet. I'm done with this. I don't want to fight you. Nobody wants to see it. Let's just stop this now. Anything I can do, I'm going to do it right down the middle, Dixie Carter style. Let's do this now. Bury the hatchet. Sting says, on one condition. We have milks and cookies for everyone, puppies and rainbows.
Unicorns.
Oh, and I love flowers. Yeah, give me some flowers. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Some
flowers.
Anyway, after he kisses Hogan, that's right, he kisses Hogan, that's when Flair just goes off.
Flair couldn't handle it no more. Yeah, the censor, the guy who's manning the button on TNA got a workout today. It's like, oh my god, the most work I've done.
Shut up, old man!
We only have so much time in the delay, just relax.
After the censor guy got carpal tunnel syndrome here from the Ric Flair skit, we move on here to following matches here. This is the match that Steiner and the Bully Ray were talking about. AJ Styles with the Fortune here. Yeah, well, actually, Beer Money. It was supposed to be Fortune and Immortal, but it changed here. Before that, there was an interesting little concept here. I want to have it with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anything about any rematch that they were talking about.
Yeah.
Supposedly, am I that old? I just don't remember everything.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing it either. They mentioned during the skit that Christopher Daniels was talking to Taz and Mike Tenay, that he wanted a rematch with AJ Styles.
This come from? Whatever. Anyway, it seems great because this is the perfect opportunity for Christopher Daniels to go immortal. I'm not sure if I have it anymore. I gotta prove it to myself. This is not about you. Just one more time to see if still can lace up the boots and not hang up the tights.
Hey,
are you down with me, brother?
Christopher Daniels, like, just relax, okay? It's not that big a deal. At one point, he was giving this whole spiel. He goes off to the side of the ring. Looks like he started weeping openly spurting just tears out of his eyes. It's like, how about you calm down and relax? I
don't know if I have it anymore.
You know, how about you go a couple of rounds with Bully Ray? If you survive that, you're okay? Just relax. If you can't, if all the waterworks are messed with, maybe you should go back to Ring of Honor. Just relax. Climb in back off the ledge, Christopher Daniels. It's okay. No, it's not that big a deal, okay?
Whatever. Christopher Daniels says, all right, baby, and no surrender. We're going to make it just sounds away. Next week.
Slow down, slugger.
No surrender?
You can make your own pay-per-view.
Anyways, after that is when we have the match. AJ Styles and Beer Money versus Immortal. Man, now this was a BFG match as well because all these competitors we're in Bound for Glory tournament. So here we go. This match ends pretty quick, but it was very entertaining here. Yeah. We had finally Bully Ray ending the match when it's basically numbers that defeat here AJ Styles. Bully Ray gets that
the bubble bomb.
Bubble bomb. Boom! That's the end of that. He picks up the 7 points, moves up in the Bound for Glory tournament as well. After that, we had Boots are revealed. Boots end up being Mr. Anderson in that H1 Hummer and starts mixing it up with Immortal that was still in the ring after that match.
Yeah, and Anderson managed to take out Gunner and Scott Steiner. Bloodied up Gunner pretty bad.
Kisses him and everything. No need for all that. But anyway, it happened.
Yeah.
Gross. Didn't need to see that. After that, we had Eric Young versus Scott Baio. That's right. I said it. Make a long story short, he gets the win on Scott Baio and defends the TV championship. We'll move on from there. After that, we had Crimson versus Kurt Angle. Much anticipated. A very good match, actually, E. These guys were going back and forth, reversing moves. Crimson not giving up. I mean, I really liked what I saw here from Crimson, even though I'm not a Crimson fan, as you all know. It's documented. Yeah. Go back a couple of shows. I've said some mean things about this guy. But it looks like, the mysterious knee injury went away, and he's putting it in.
Yeah, he kicked out of the ankle lock, for crying out loud. This match went back and forth. It was a very good match.
Finally ends here when here comes Samoa Joe, putting his 2 cents in and going off on that knee on Crimson. Crimson ends up winning the match by disqualification. It wasn't a Bound for Glory match, but he's still undefeated. Man! Woo! Thanks a lot, Samoa Joe. Where was this attitude when you were still in
it actually
the Bound for Glory tournament?
Anyway,
after that, Crimson is showing in the back saying, man, next week, I want you, Samoa Joe. How dare you? Samoa Joe comes out. Why come next week?
Boom.
Boom. Boom. So it's going to town on Crimson. All you see is the cameraman getting rolled over in a shot of Crimson's knee going snap.
Yeah. And he'd be like wedged a board in between Crimson's leg and the stairs, and then jumped up and down on the board.
Ugly. No need for all that. The violence. The violence, man. Anyway, that's all the information we have for this review here of TNA Impact. Don't forget, we have a little spoiler on Unified Wrestling. I'll spill the beans now. Jeff Hardy expected for next week. That's right. Jeff Hardy expected for next week. You want to know the spoiler? Go to UnifiedWrestling.com. If not, watch next week and see what happens. For myself, Cesar Scorpio and Vincent. Thank you very much for watching. See you later on the 3 the Hard Way.
Take care.